This program is intended for a mature audience. If you are not 18 or older, stop listening and find more age-appropriate content. This show will cover topics in a satirical manner. If you are offended by any content herein, that is your own problem. As you have been warned, please do not try this at home, or anywhere else for that matter.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports.
Oh, hell no!
And welcome to Blown Pistons. I am your host, Gremlin Dave. Sitting right across from me is Tiff.
Hello.
Sitting next to her is Tony.
Hey.
A special guest in the studio, Hammer.
I'm producing.
Yay, Hammer!
I'm in danger.
All right, so here we go, guys. I know it's been a little while since we've been on. I know life has kind of happened, families happen, different things have happened, but we are back. We're actually going to do...
We have lives?
Somewhat. We are actually going to do a show this week, and we are going to do a show next week. But I think we should probably get the promos out of the way. That way we don't forget, and Jackie doesn't fire us.
We have promos?
One.
We have sponsors?
Maybe.
Oh.
Do they still like us?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She loves us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This episode is brought to you in part by IdealVaporLLC.com. Check them out online at the aforementioned .com address. Shut up, Dave.
all I could think about
I'm going to
was...
edit the hell out of that one.
all I could think about was Price is Right when you were doing it.
I know. Come on down to Ideal Vapor LLC, Portage, Wisconsin. Great location. Thousands upon thousands of juices adorn their wall. 90% made in Wisconsin. Knowledgeable staff, great Koisk to sign up for your rights to fight for what your freedom is. I'm going to have to edit that one too.
We have freedoms?
We have freedoms. We need to fight for them. We need to fight for them.
Yeah, we do.
You can sign up there, and you can also enjoy a nice, calm, comfortable game of pool and a knowledgeable staff that will help you out with all of your purchases on any product in the store. Again, check them out online. IdealVaporLLC.com. Use the code BHN 15% for 15% off all your purchases at checkout.
Yay.
Again, that's IdealVaporLLC.com.
You still do that with your eyes closed.
I have to with you. Also, gotta give a good shout out to our friend, author Jesse Bushdigan. He has got a nice, new, awesome book out there called The Demon Staring Back at Me. Basically, what that book is a little bit about narcissism and staring at oneself, as well as how to deal with the narcissistic peoples and narcissistic. I can't say narcissistic very well. Tendencies and such. So give it a check out on Amazon and tell them Bad Habits Network sent you. Once again, that is The Demon Staring Back at Me by author Jesse Bushdigan. I love saying his last name.
I know, it's kind of a mouthful.
That's what she said. Now, on to the show. Back to you, Dave.
All right, so
Come on down. Come on down. The Blown Pistons is gone.
all right, so apparently I am not going to be able to get on to our thing and go in the chat room.
Phrasing.
My phone forgot the password. I forgot the password.
Check us out, guys. We're on a lot of platforms. Discord, as well as the Spreaker is a live show where we do this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to fill the time because we're live and dead air is not good air for Dave.
Well, you keep talking.
I have to. You keep fucking searching.
Well, I was trying to log
farted.
in. I know, that caught on the mics. So, okay, like I was saying beforehand, we are actually going to be doing back-to-back weeks because next week we have a very special guest in the show.
Who's that?
Well, it's a company.
Who's that?
In Space Sea Breachers.
What's that?
Breakers. Sorry. They
One
are
more time for the edifice.
in space.
And
Sea
size.
Breakers. They are actually a really badass boat company, and some of the boats they make are extremely cool. They're the ones that look like the fish that you can go underwater. They're like little mini submarines, launch up in the air, tricks, everything else. I mean, it is just insane and badass.
Sorry.
Is that you?
That was me.
Did you really just do the number one foul of
Yeah,
our show?
I will.
Foul.
I will take a drink right now. Okay.
Foul 1.
Yeah. Because isn't it, and I even said, oh shit, I've got to mute my phone before the show.
I was not expecting to go into this little clubhouse room and say, "Hey, hey guys, hi guys." All right.
So yeah, that's who we're gonna have next weekend. Look forward to it. It's really cool. If you guys get a chance, look them up online. Breacher.
Do you want me to do it, sweetheart?
Yeah, seabreachers.com.
Good job.
Yeah.
You've got it out.
I do not have the English today.
Like, they actually had a full-on episode on how they're made.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. And you can't even pronounce their fucking name?
I'm working on it.
It was an hour-long
Dude,
special.
we're going to have to do vocal coaching with you before the show. Lorenzo Lamas. Lorenzo Lamas.
Penis.
Penis? All right, so yeah, check out our show next week. It's going to be really cool to learn about those boats and
Learn more. Jesus
Learn
Christ.
more.
Have you been stalking these guys like I have?
I have, yes.
Jesus
and I've been watching
Christ.
the videos on YouTube and everything
Yeah,
else, and
they
they
got
are
the
fucking awesome.
supercharged Sea-Doo engines in them.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They cruise.
I like some of the designs they've got. How
Dude,
they
those
made them look
things-
like
You
the
got-
sailfish and the swordfish
Yeah,
and the sharks
shark.
and the dolphins,
They got
whales.
They have the orca.
All they're missing is the flux capacitor.
Like, the way that
Add one.
they move,
I sell them.
it's very similar to almost like a tank runner. You have two paddles on each side, and then you also have rudders on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you
That
can
was
actually
cool
go and
videos.
actually do like full on assaults, or you can actually go and
You need to
actually
lift
do-
up your mic a little bit, Tony.
It keeps falling.
Speak into
It goes
the
limp?
mic.
Yeah, it's
I was going to say...
always
Tighten right
limp.
here.
Yeah, tighten the joist.
Here.
Tighten the joist.
I didn't want to break it. It was creaking.
If this is your first time listening to the show, brace yourself, folks.
It's something.
It can be.
We don't know what it is, but it's something.
Oh, it's
Well,
definitely
It
there.
always goes limp like halfway through the show. I don't understand it.
You need to take the little blue pill or something, man.
Yeah,
Are you saying you're getting old?
Maybe
Well, veterans
you
do.
got a puncture?
I was going to say veterans do have a conclusive study that testosterone therapy after the age of 30 is probably a good idea to think about.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm going to get huge.
One more thing that you're going to jab me with.
Phrasing?
They make them in derma patches.
Yeah.
You just got to keep it away from the Huskies.
Yeah.
Those are like the same thing.
Tiffany just had that thought go through her head. Fuck. He's already an asshole enough, that dog.
Yes.
Yeah, imagine you give him a testosterone patch.
Oh, God, no. Well, it's the little one that's
Yeah.
worse than the husky, though.
Little guy's an asshole from day one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's like my wife. She takes the estrogen patches,
My life.
and one night one fell off her, and I got it on me. And I'll tell you, it was hell. No.
This happened.
My nipples are sore and I'm emotional.
Yeah, that was about
He
it.
won't
What?
stop leaking.
Yeah,
I thought it
not
was just
leakage, but no, like you get sore
Yeah.
and you get emotional and temperamental and
Oh my
everything
God.
else,
Oh,
and you
God.
start.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
I just thought that was a
okay.
bit. I just thought that was a
Next
bit
show?
in Adam Sandler's fucking longest
No,
yard.
it works.
It's a serious thing.
That's
Next
serious.
show, Dave on estrogen.
No, I'm not going through that
Yes.
again. But we were thinking about
It's
slipping
so
one onto
great.
Hammer at some point.
No.
Oh, God.
You know, you ever,
I'm temperamental enough as it is.
Can you
I was
imagine?
going to say,
No.
for
God,
those that
my
used to like
nipples,
always
they
use the
hurt
patch
so
for
bad.
smoking, don't ever fall asleep with them.
Oh, really?
The worst dreams ever.
Yes, can confirm.
Terrible.
Well, that's the same with the pills. Like I used to take the pills.
Chantix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
You
looks
know-
really bad.
And my wife actually ended up. She was having some really bad nightmares and stuff from that stuff, and yeah, the side effects were not good. I just realized we really haven't said anything about automotive wise
No.
other than
But now all
Yeah,
I
why?
picture-
Welcome to a show that's supposed to talk about automotive.
But
we're
now
automotive,
you
but
got
let's
in my
talk about
head-
other things.
Well, you said
All-
talk about your life, and then
All
we're
you
gonna move
got
on.
in my head is if he were to
Nipples.
get that. If he were to get that patch, I could see him over there rubbing his nipples the whole show.
They're so
The whole
sensitive.
show.
Just flicking them. I got boobs.
Look at they're hard now.
I can just imagine him working under a car right now, just on his nips.
No, right now
This is
they're
not a conversation
I-
to be having after we just went, hey, tune in next week, folks.
no. I was
It's
actually
only gonna
working.
get better.
I was working on the car today, and the number 2 child had to walk away because I was getting severely pissed, and he was learning some new words.
Well, that's how
Don't
they learn
listen
them.
to Daddy.
Dad
Pretty
working on
much.
his old Ford back in the day. It's the only way you're ever going to learn the word fuck, shit, what the hell?
Well, he's standing there and he's asking me questions and trying to hand me stuff. I looked at him like, this is a good time for you to walk away.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at this car. And I'm about to start throwing things.
To be honest, I actually learned probably my favorite. I came up with my favorite while working with my father under a car.
Nice.
And it was that one that you hate because it's like, what the fuck did he just say?
What word?
Fuck you, you cum guzzling gutter slut giving away penguin blowjobs on the street corner for pocket lint and not giving change. But you like that kind of shit because it's going to look good on your resume. Fucking Bill Clinton's under the desk job, you little fucking dirty slut.
Oh, there you go.
And I said that
Was that on the Winnebago?
No, that was on that was on the Impala.
Oh.
That was on the Impala. I was doing transmission work on the Impala and I fucking
The Impala?
yeah, the Impala.
The Impala?
The Impala. It was I seared one of the fucking bolts. And I had to learn how to easy out, and I was dreading that. Mm-hmm. Or stripped.
Especially-
I didn't sear it; I stripped it. Sorry, I'm not a car guy, guys.
Especially
You had to tap it.
Yeah, I had to tap and die.
if you had to tell your dad that, because your dad didn't seem to have a lot of patience with you.
No, but he heard that and he fucking had to walk away because he was trying not to laugh. I think that was the birth of the hammer rants.
Gotcha.
Yeah, actually.
Nice.
Ah,
So, yeah, where the hell are we going with this?
just
I
cheers.
don't know.
So, I guess...
Well, no,
that-
you're saying choice
that
words.
does- that
You were saying
actually-
working on a vehicle, making choice words.
you are. Yeah,
Well-
you kind of went down that path.
Well, like they've said, too, in that Facebook post that you see once in a while that pops up that says, you will never know... I'm good right now.
Okay, I was like, sorry.
You'll never know how to, like, the bad words and stuff until you're trying to hold a flashlight for your father working on a car.
I never had that.
I had my... I
Was
did it
your,
for...
oh, why? Was your dad out looking for a pack of smokes?
No, my dad wasn't around when I was younger.
That's
he
why
was
he
out-
was looking for a pack of
Yeah,
smokes.
he was out.
Yeah.
He left for a pack of smokes, and I haven't seen him since.
No, I know my dad now, but then when I was
So he found the smokes.
yeah,
Oh, okay. It only took a few years.
it only took a few years.
20.
It's mostly because he made the excuse not to be around my mom. No, I'm just kidding.
To be fair. Sorry, Tiffany. This heart.
And Tony's like, I've met your mom. I understand.
He does.
He's just sitting there smiling.
does.
Not saying a word.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having
I hold my
triggering.
tongue.
I'm having triggering memories from some of the Tiff rants a couple years back.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I understand your father.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, he left?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he didn't really leave. They divorced, but probably for his own sanity.
Yeah.
I did not say that. I love my mother. I love my mother. I love my mother.
Do you think she's listening?
No.
My mom don't
Probably
listen.
not. No, she probably doesn't. Maybe.
I guarantee
but
my
I don't
family
know.
This
stopped
would-
listening to this shit.
This would be the one time she decides
I
to
know.
listen.
And then I'm going to get a message. What the fuck?
That's what you really think of me?
Oh my God.
Mom, you bitch.
And your phone rings.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hammer?
Talking about it.
My ears are tingling. Are you fucking talking about me on this show again?
No.
Ungrateful fuck.
I didn't have to give birth to you. You could have been an abortion.
My mom
Or my
was
mom
and
always
is
said-
a sweet person.
Or as my mom always says, I brought you into this world. I can take you out.
I think
Oh, that's
everybody
nice.
says that.
Every parent has always
Yes.
said that.
Oh,
from
but she
day
meant
one.
it.
Yeah, but so did all of the rest of them.
No, but I mean, like,
said
she
it's
really,
mine.
she's really meant it
Same.
versus just threatening it.
So garage talk.
Yeah, I mean, this still works around it.
holding the flashlight for daddy.
I,
Translated into I will fucking end you, child.
it's
great.
it's either shining up in your eyes or it's down on the ground where you can't see anything.
Or I just lost my favorite fucking socket down in the engine
Oh,
mount
that- yeah.
area.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
All
There's
the
a few
time.
sockets in my truck right now.
That's why you rebuy a
An
whole bunch of
8,
10 millimeters.
A 10.
Oh, I've got a ton of those in my toolbox.
He
Yeah.
can sell them. He's holding out.
I have like
You
6.
know you could sell them for a lot because
I think I've got like 15 of them.
Holy shit!
I just lose things that I can't get back, like the locking Torx bits and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Especially when it's like, shit, I need that one. That is the one that fits like everything.
Yep.
They need to give you a kit of just those.
Yeah.
They need to give you a kit of just like 4 sizes total.
Ladies, if you're
Like
looking
20
to
or
get
30
your
of them.
man a Christmas present this year,
Tools.
Get them a half a tool set.
half a tool set
Well,
or
just
go,
buy a bunch of 10 millimeters and
Thank
those.
you. Thank
7
you.
through 21, it's all you need.
Yes.
I usually go with the Gator.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Insta round. Yeah.
Is that the one thing that's like a socket, but it's got those little pins in it?
Yeah. It works kind of, but if you have to put a lot of pressure down, not good.
All I know is if it doesn't need Allen grips, you don't need it. Or vice grips. Sorry, Allen grips. I am not a tool guy.
Vice grips
I'm
are
an
like...
audio guy.
It would be the brand. I mean, Allen does make the brand for the vice grip. So.
But vice grips is like step 3 in the you're going to come off process.
Yeah, I'm on step torch and frickin' saw my shit tonight. So.
Tap and die,
There
bitch.
you go.
No, I'm just going to cut the fucker out and put new ones in.
Tonight? You're not gonna do
No,
that
I
tonight.
said the other night. I literally sat there with a torch for an hour
Oh,
and a frickin' air hammer. And it still
Updates.
didn't move.
updates.
Yes.
Updates. I'm pointing to
On
Tiffany.
Frank Goat?
Me?
Well, not exactly Frankengoat, but there was a huge storm that rolled through a couple weeks ago while we were...
Oh, yeah. Did you guys get any damage up there?
Oh, yeah. Well, not through
Not
Fond du
us.
Lac. Not us where we live per se, but where my work was. Yeah, it came through and it destroyed a lot of shit.
What was that photo you shared that I went, no!
That was at my work. Yeah. There's trees that fell on a couple vehicles there.
Oh, wow.
Outside of town, a bunch of houses. A bunch of trees went through houses, stuff like that. And they were trying to say it was straight line winds.
Yeah, horse shit.
Yeah,
There was touchdowns.
Yeah, they have the guy that lives in Brandon, which is, I would say, probably 10 minutes outside of Ripon there. He actually's got his buddy sent him a video of the tornado. Like,
Oh, wow.
at night. And they were trying to just say straight line winds because insurance companies and stuff don't want to pay out for a tornado because I guess it's a bigger payout is what he was saying.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get straight line winds. Well, you can't really say straight line winds when you see a tornado in a video. So, yeah.
Well,
It was
plus-
interesting.
Plus, speaking of updates, they got new cars.
Yes, they did. But with the add on to the storm talk,
Yeah.
I'm sitting every time we've had the sirens go off, the 10-year-old freaks out, and we have to go in the basement. I'm like, motherfucker.
I know. We got one that freaks out over that, too. There's a tornado coming.
No, it's over in... Don't say it, Gary. Don't say it, Gary. It's over in Grandma's town. Fuck! No, not Grandma! We gotta go save her! Oh, no. Shit, Gary, you said it.
Nope, it's too late.
It's in Chicago. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, us.
Did I say that
Fond
town?
du
I
Lac.
meant Chicago.
Yeah, we don't get it too bad in Fond du Lac, but outside of Fond du Lac, well, we got the tornado warnings, and there was a tornado just south of us.
Yep.
And so we actually went in the basement because it was pretty severe winds and everything. What? Yeah,
I
he
wanna
wanted to
watch
watch, but
I'm the same way. I'll sit out there. I'll look outside like, oh, where's it coming from?
That would be great if we didn't have dogs to try to get down in the basement, and they're getting woke up going, "What the fuck are you trying to drag me downstairs
couple
for?"
years
And then they're
back, we
freaking
actually had one
out.
come right down the middle of the road. Came right down 4th Street. I'm sitting out there with the husky at the
What?
time. She's calling me
What?
saying, "Hey, remember the one that hit the camp?
You didn't tell me it was right outside.
It went right over the top." That's when I threw the
Motherfucker.
dog downstairs. I went back out with the beer and I watched the thing go out the other way. I was like, "Well, it ain't gonna hit us."
So Tony's kind of dumb sometimes.
I'd be out there with a beer with him, too.
I'd call him dumb. I'd call him a thrill seeker.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you know it's not gonna hit you, don't worry about it.
And if it's going to hit you, just tie your ass down to something and you're good.
Just walk back in the house.
Let's
You can
be,
Superman that shit.
to be
I'm the little. I'll just fly away.
as well, but no, you got a low center of gravity, dude.
Kinda.
Yeah, and to be we're bored. Veterans will like sit there and go, "Oh, can this actually get my adrenaline pumping again?"
That was literally my entire point of moving where I moved, because I could actually watch tornadoes go through the valley and take out all the
There was-
freaking trailer parks when I was actually out in Kentucky. I lived on a mountainside, and you could actually watch it with the Sidewinder. I have pictures of cool ones, like those big old Sidewinder ones. And one really big one took out the whole shit, so I was like, well, it's kind of close, but close enough.
Huh?
Neighbor would come over, he would just drop the case, and we'd just drink on the porch. He was a retired first sergeant, and I was just getting out of the military at the time. I was like, well, might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, true. I mean, as long as you're safe and not going to hit you might as well watch.
Yep.
So, yeah, you guys got new cars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we've talked about the Camaro yet. I think
don't
we did. I think last time you were in the process of getting it.
No,
think
we
he's
had
had
it.
it
We
for a
kind of
while.
dabbled it, and then we kind of
Okay.
sidetracked it. But yeah, whatever.
And then you got a new top. Well, you both got a new
Denali.
top
Yeah.
or Denali, same
Yeah.
thing.
Denali.
Golly.
Nah, one's a GMC. General Man's Cadillac.
Yeah, well, I mean, other than the badging, they're the same truck.
Kinda.
Yeah, but it's got a 6-liter all-wheel drive.
Thing fucking moves.
It does. I swear that besides just the transmission, they did something motor-wise. I swear they had to.
It does a little squat and it goes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and it'll squawk the tires, all four.
Yes,
tires.
folks, you almost heard it.
What?
Squawk?
No,
Squawk?
she started to
Don't
talk.
you know?
She started to talk. She said, "Do it!" And she stopped. She caught herself. Don't you know?
Whatever.
The Wisco came out.
I don't get it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where it came from.
Oh, it comes out.
I don't know why.
It's-
You live in the same house. You don't have it.
Yeah, I got a fucked up, I don't have a northern, I don't have a southern anymore. It was kind of like blended.
Well, the thing is I'm not from up north. I'm from Illinois.
Yeah, I know, but all
Illinois?
military people,
Yeah,
you start
Illinois.
off with a really strong
Illinois.
accent from wherever the hell you're from. By the time you're done, it's like Spanglish.
It's got to be because of the fact that I was in the
Stoughton?
Holy Land.
Oh.
No, the Holy Land.
Yeah, they speak a lot of German out there.
Stoughton. No, it's not from Stoughton because most people in Madison they don't have much.
Yeah, true, because
Got one.
my wife she lived in Stoughton for a while and don't have that accent.
Right.
The only time that accent ever came out for me was in boot camp when I was angry.
Yeah.
I'd sit there and we're gonna meet out front in the back. What is it? The front and the back are two different things, don't you know? My point never came across when I was angry. I'll put it that way, folks. So I learned to control my temper.
They just looked at you like,
Oh my God! I
Okay.
had the whole team fucking turn on me and start giggling, and I'm like, "What? Don't you know?" I'm like, "Fuck!"
From Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, once they figure you're from Wisconsin, it never ends.
Yeah,
oh
but
my
didn't you
God,
learn how to-
this is true.
didn't you learn how to rant in Turkish?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm still somewhat fluent in Turkish and can ironically easily pick up languages. I don't know why that is.
I'm fluent in English.
And sarcasm.
I'm not. I think anybody that's listened to the show has realized that one.
You still stumble.
Dave's fluent in get that shit the fuck over there.
Move now.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I got a Denali. He's got his Camaro
Yep.
that he's been driving finally because he finally got the templates on
I
it.
finally got the paperwork to fill out for
Yeah,
the templates.
so you don't get pulled over every 10 minutes.
Yeah, they go to the DMV. They're like, yeah, we can't help you here. I'm like, you're the DMV, though. We only do licenses and then renewals for licenses. I'm like, but you're a freaking DMV and you can't give me a plate?
No, they have to mail that to you.
Oh.
No, I had to email them first.
What?
Because
You can't apply for it?
not online, not for a hobbyist plate.
Yeah.
Oh, hobbyist.
So a hobbyist plate, you have to fill out, and they give you the DMV help desk, basically. You email them, telling them that you need to have the paperwork to fill out for it. At that point, you can still drive the vehicle, but that car is, like, pulling me over stupidly loud.
So, hey, look at me.
Yeah, kind of. And it doesn't like to go slow. Ever.
It doesn't or you don't.
I know. If you guys can hear the background, I apologize, but then again, I don't apologize because all you hear is the dog's nails on the fucking hardwood floors right now, and it's just he's happy to be here. I'm sorry, guys.
All
Not
good.
really, because it's fun, kind of.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's funny.
Yeah.
it's
I think it's going to be a quick little bugger, though, but we'll see what
Whoa.
happens.
Bugger.
It's
Hope so.
sporting some decent power in it.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. It's probably mid-sixes, plus some juice, so. All in
What'd you
all.
say it was like 900 horse or something like that?
No.
Or-
Probably not mid
Seven?
sixes.
No, it's mid-sixes
Maybe-
on the engine, probably with the nitrous.
Oh, you mean horsepower?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I
meaning
know.
going
I
down
was
the line.
like, what? It's
Oh,
not, no.
That's why I was thinking like 900 if you're like mid sixes.
No,
Faster
definitely
than
not
that.
sixes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a jet engine on
I
that thing.
know. I was like, whoa, that's exaggerating a little much there, Tony.
No.
Doesn't a top fuel run like 3 seconds down the track or
Three-
something like
3
that
to
at
4.
300?
Yeah, something like that.
So you'd have to be doing roughly almost 250, I think, probably about that to
All of-
make
Yeah.
6.
all of that.
Well,
He
life
doesn't know
goal.
yet. He doesn't know how fast it goes yet. So he can't
I don't
say.
know. Third to fourth, it's 140. It's all I know so far, and there's 2 more gears to go.
So you haven't taken it out and seen what it can really do.
No.
I took my dad for a cruise, and he was scared shitless, which is the first time ever, because he used to steal my other Camaro and take it out and joyride it with all of his friends, which that one was fast too, but this one's like a way faster. and it's snappy. Like third and fourth gear, you're still sliding.
Nice.
And you can power through fourth and still get the tires to break loose as you get towards the power band. So I'm like, gotta get some tires. So got tires.
What'd you get?
I got the Hoosier Comp 2s. It'd be the drag radial.
Cool.
I needed something with some grip. I figured I'd go with the 26s to start it off, and then once I get the suspension, I have to get the spring busters to actually bring it up a little bit, but probably go with 28s eventually.
Nice.
I mean, with the gear ratio I'm running, it should be able to do 28s, no problem.
It's not tubbed or anything in the back, is it?
No, you don't have to on those.
Oh, okay.
They're already kind of mini tubbed from the factory.
Cool.
I had 315s at one point on my old one, and they just barely out-touched the thing, but you have to get the proper backspacing rims.
How do you do that?
Well, you measure. And a lot of trial and error. The easiest way to do it
wheels. Gotta get new ones.
Well,
they rub. Time to get littler.
Yeah, the best way to do it is to actually go and just test fit a bunch of different rims that fit, and then measure the backspace of those that once you actually figure out how far out you want to go.
Nice.
You never want to be outside the body line too far, otherwise it chews up your paint.
Yeah.
I try to keep it just inside. Otherwise, you get all the frickin' rubber that just sticks to the frickin' back, too.
I think mine and my Mustang are pretty much even with the top of the wheel well.
Yeah.
So I think it gives it a decent stance.
My 315s on the Mustang I got, those ones fit nicely. But those are on a set of GT500 rims.
If he ever drives it again, it's probably just going to sit
Oh, I'm
going
going
to
to drive it
forever.
again. I just don't have it plated.
What? How do you not have the Mustang?
Because that one's getting hobbyist plates, too.
Oh.
Why should I
Does
keep
this to
paying...
himself.
Well, it doesn't hobbyist plates. You can only drive it like 3 or about
Every
what,
month,
4 or 5 months
every
a
month
year?
minus January. It's no different than a collector.
Oh, okay.
But you only pay $220 for the life of the vehicle.
I should just do that with mine
You should.
because mine's.
But you have to have another primary vehicle.
Well, I mean, in theory, we do the SUV.
Right. So you could.
Because
Is it 20 years old?
yeah, it actually turned 20 this year. She's a 2001.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, she's 20.
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's $220 to swap it over to that plate if it's already registered.
Now, does that come? Do you have to get different insurance, or you can still stick
No.
with your same insurance?
Same insurance, same everything.
Okay, because I got full coverage on mine. So
Yep. Same everything. It doesn't change that way. It just...
okay, I just didn't know if you had to get hobbyist insurance or not.
What it really comes down to is the amount of time it's going to be driven. So they figure that a hobbyist plate or a collector plate isn't going to be driven nearly as much as a full-time vehicle. So they knock it way back.
Gotcha.
If
And it's
you-
just one time and done with the DMV.
Yep. You get one plate, and if you want a secondary plate for the front, you got to pay for it, which is stupid, which I'm not putting on any of my vehicles anyways. But
Yeah, but Wisconsin, you can actually get pulled over if you don't have that second plate on the front.
yeah, oh well.
Because I've been pulled over because I just didn't want to put it on before on my old Mustang.
Yeah, I keep it in
And-
the back seat of the Mustang. I don't have one for the Camaro because it never came with a bracket.
And they're a lot nicer in that aspect other than like the Mustangs. At least the Camaros had, the ones that had the front license plate, they also had that front license plate cover you can pop in with that Chevy symbol.
Oh, yeah, this one? No way. There's no
It doesn't
possible
have
way.
it?
Well, it's a pointy nose.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking the 02 where they had
No.
like that bigger like
That'd be like 2010.
no, not those.
The
The
front.
last years of
Would
the
somebody fucking Google that shit already?
Well, no. So I think it was 2002 was the last year of the
Was the last
Camaro
year.
in that, and they had that different. What was it 99 to 02 had that different style front end?
No, same front.
No, they had like
Different
where-
headlights.
Yeah, they
different headlights, and the front
Yeah.
grill was different. It actually looked more like a fish in a sense.
Yeah, it does. It was from 98 to, I know it keeps falling down.
I know. I gotta probably get some duct tape or something on these things.
What the hell is that?
That was a Zoom splat.
That was
Oh.
a Honda.
Okay. So anyways, yeah, I don't know. It just keeps falling. Anyways,
Keeps going limp.
I think it was like 98 to 02 is what the body style you're thinking. And 97's last of your body style.
Yeah, as soon as they switched over to the LS1s.
So Yeah, which was, I think, 97, 98, something like that.
Because the 95 through 97 LT1s is when they actually changed the OptiSport to actually have a vent in them. 94, it was their...
Yeah, because I was thinking
that's
that.
what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah,
got that
where it's
nose.
actually got
02
a
was the
full
last
front
year, though.
Yeah.
cover.
And
yeah,
they didn't come
Yeah,
out again
like-
until, what, 2010?
2010.
Totally happy with my little 4-banger Kia.
Yeah.
Gas mileage, baby.
I get gas
Killed in
mileage.
action.
I just barely touch the gas and it fucking goes. I don't know.
like 5 miles a gallon?
I don't know. If I'm guessing, maybe 8.
And I'm assuming you've got to run what?
116.
Yeah, well, I was going to go with 110, so...
It's 12. It's 12 and a half to 1 compression, so it's up there.
So what, $10 a gallon?
I got a mix also. I actually can run 93, add the mix, then it brings it up to 116.
Oh, okay. That's better.
So $22 for the mix and figure $70 for the fuel. And then you got a full tank?
Which will last you 100 miles?
The last one I did, it was like 130 some miles and it only took half a tank.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't think that was
God.
terrible. But you don't have to touch the gas. You go down the highway.
I'm cheap.
You just touch the...
I'm sorry he said that. I'm like,
Yeah, you just barely touch the gas and it just goes. I'm like, all right.
Well, what? Your car is $20 and you're good for the year.
Essentially, yes. Well, 20... No, let's be honest. With
Honestly,
the new
it's more than
presidency,
that, but I mean...
We had that Nissan Versa. It was $11.50 to fill the frickin' thing up.
Yeah.
We drove all the way around. We went from... Basically from where we were at in Tampa, outside of Tampa, Clearwater, Florida area, went all the way up to Jacksonville. From Jacksonville down to Cape Canaveral, and then all the way back. $11.83 total.
Wow, that's not bad.
And that was all the driving that we did. I mean, I was like, that's not bad, but this is a little shitbox, so no.
Shit, I was pissed off because we ended up... I put, like... $30 in the car that one weekend. We drove all the way to Middleton from Milton and then back and took a half a tank. It's like, this thing sucks.
So when I would go up to the track with the Mustang and drive it up there, I would fill up in Fond du Lac. I would get to the track at a quarter tank. So 3/4 tank just to go 52 miles. Runs a little rich.
I'd say so.
But when you have to leave, there's only one gas station left, so you have to kind of limit your runs to know how much you got to make it back to that freaking gas station again.
But the nice thing is the less gas you got in there, the less weight you got in there.
That's the whole point, yeah. Yeah, just run it down.
Hey, in theory, you could always just kind of get a little gas tank, fill it up, or,
And leave it where when you're on the track.
Good point, because you come back and be gone.
Uh-huh.
That's why you always go with, like, 2 or 3 different, cars. That way somebody's always sitting there.
Yeah, that's why I got a truck and a trailer now.
Oh, there you go. I suppose that makes more sense.
Yeah.
And the truck's broke.
Yeah, broke both the leaf spring shackles rotted through and blew holes through the box.
Well, last time I went down the drag strip, I learned that definitely should probably trailer your race car, because my final pass when I went down, everything was going great until I hit the brakes.
Oh.
And then a pop. And then I pulled to the one side really bad, and it's like, shit.
Hey, here's your Johnny moment. Hey, guys, did you know race car spelled backwards is race car?
No way. Mind blown.
Love you, Johnny. Check out his shop, guys. Attention for detail. Mad shout out to you, bud.
But, yeah.
Only because I pick on him, I throw the shout out.
But, yeah, I limped the car all the way home. So that was from Byron to Janesville at the time.
How many miles is that?
Quite a few.
Yeah. It's about an hour drive.
I mean, we got people possibly listening, tens and tens of people listening throughout the country.
10s, I figured 5.
Man.
But,
5s or 10s.
5s or 10s.
But got the car back home, then decided to hell with it that night with looking at it. Next day, I went out, looked at it, pulled the wheel off, exploded the rotor.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Like, I had just one side. The fins were gone. Like, it was...
Huh.
The rotor was there to begin with.
So through the pad.
Yeah,
I
right
have no
through.
idea what
and
you're
just
talking about.
righted and popped everything.
That ain't good.
No.
The thing that makes you stop.
You need that.
The thing
Oh, is that
presses
thing I
on
had to
the
replace
thingy?
Yeah.
for not the brakes, but the fucking thing the brake breaks onto?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So, like the littler cars where...
silver shiny thing?
Yeah, like the littler cars have where it's just that solid rotor without the fins in the middle. That's what mine looked like. Just the solid rotor.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot on like the dualies where it actually goes and splits them in half because of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
They'll split.
Well, I think that's what it was too. And I mean, it was like 105 that day, and just sitting on the tarmac waiting to actually drive down the track. It was hotter than hell. You sat there and just roasted.
Yeah, it sounds like you actually had a hanging pad for a long time, and it finally said "fuck you."
It might have, but I mean, the car was consistent. I mean, it was 86 GT stock. It ran 14.6s like all 3 passes.
That's pretty consistent.
The nice thing is the last pass I got to do was against one of the guys that went down with us, and Tiffany would remember the guy, Corey Vitos.
Oh, yeah, I know Corey. Yep.
Yeah, we ended up lining up, and he had that, was it 08 GTI, I think, at that point?
Yeah, I think he still has a GTI, doesn't he?
I'm not sure. It's been a while. But we lined up, and surprisingly, like, I thought he was going to beat me because, I mean, turbocharged and everything. I figured I'm done. Took off. He had me at the line. He had me at the 60-foot mark. But when we crossed the finish line, I still ran a 14.6. He was running in the 15s.
With the diesel.
What's his? No, his was gas.
Those aren't. That you're thinking TDI.
Oh.
Yeah, his was the GTI.
GTI is gas.
But
1.8 turbo.
I thought he was going to just walk me, but I ended up. I had a full carb.
Did you ever see the size of their turbos, though? Well, that big.
No.
Oh.
No,
How big is that? How big is that?
Like a 22 millimeter, maybe.
There you go. Remember, we're on an audio format.
Yeah, so you can't show the
They are
listeners.
very small.
You can't do the circle game.
But no, my first
It
line.
looks like this.
What's this look like, goddammit?
My first pass I ever did, though, was really messed up because I lined up, and everybody was warning me, don't jump the line. They get pissed off and all this stuff. I lined up. I got lined up perfectly. Like, all right, cool. And then the guy pulls up next to me, 65 Mustang, full-blown, like, I could no longer hear my car, feel my car, anything. I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, is my car even running? Light turns green, and it's just, like, I swear I was moving but standing still because that car was just like, whoa, gone. And I'm like, why? It's like I'm trying to make my first ever pass, and it's like I'm nervous enough as it is because I don't want to look like an idiot. There's people watching, and it's like...
Plus the stigma that comes with driving that car.
No, well, that's an old Fox body, so
yeah,
it
you
didn't
don't
have
have to worry
that
about
one.
those
Not the
much.
old ones,
They
the
go
new ones.
straight.
But it's just, it sucks because you're nervous enough because it's like, all right, first time, you want to hit everything right, hit the marks right, get off the line right. If they line you up with that, it's like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, they like
I've had
doing
that already.
Yeah.
I had my first pass with
It's
the
happened to
Mustang
me
was
in
with
the
the
STI
rail
before.
car.
Yeah.
It's just like, why?
That son of a bitch was like so fucking loud, dude. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Can't even hear nothing.
it throws you off because when you're not watching your tack or anything,
Yeah,
you're
you
just
go by
trying to...
sound a lot.
Mine, I hit a
that's how I
button and
am.
it actually has. I have a 2-step on it, so you can just put it right to the floor, and as soon as you hit the button, go.
Well, not everybody has that.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't have that.
electronics are your friend when it comes to that stuff. Because
It was an 85 or an 86. Sorry,
yeah, mine's a.
mine was the first year for the fuel injection for that, so it was the first 5.0 fuel injected.
Yeah, so you had the cool looking intake.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't fast by any means, but it was still fun.
Yeah, it's because it had 8.8 rear end, like 323 gears.
Mm-hmm. Like the one I've got now is so much. I mean, it's faster.
Oh god, yeah.
But I don't know what it runs. I want to take it down and see what it does.
Well, come up next week.
I need a radiator.
I can get you a radiator. I'll just call over to Edgerton. I'll get you one.
She's just sitting there spewing right now. Like, it's good until it warms up. The moment it warms up, then it just spews out. But if it's cold, it runs fine and holds.
Sometimes they actually have the aftermarkets there, too, so you might be able to get a newer one.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I tried to fix the radiator today. I put in new coils, new plugs. It runs better, but it's, like I said, it's still got that miss.
Yeah, like I said, check your gap. Your gap is probably too wide.
Well, I went off what it says, because it says it's
Yeah.
a .054 gap. And that's what I put them as. That's what it's supposed to...
4.5 or 5.4?
5.4.
That's a wide gap.
But that's what it stated online, so that's what I went off of.
So when you do an upgrade of any type of like power, you want a smaller gap because the more air and fuel that can get in between there and fuck up your freaking spark, the more it goes away.
I wonder if that is going to change anything because I did put that 70 millimeter throttle body on it.
Well, you changed a lot. You know, you got new coils that are running 40,000 volts or better now, probably.
Yeah, because I went with the AC Delco brand.
Yeah, you seen the MSD box little setup they had at the Hot Rod shop there? How you can spread that gap almost 6-8 inches. And It's still freaking zapping. That's what I got on mine, and they told me to have it at 25,000, which is tiny.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's like, what, double? Or
I use 2 pieces of paper. I
Maybe
just take 2 pieces of paper, fold it over, and
that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll take them off and redo it. Because, I mean, I can still run the car a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's got a
but
nice...
every car is going to be different. You can't go by just going by that, Tony.
Well, I know, but
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I can
if
shrink
he
them
has
up a little
miss,
bit.
I would shrink it up a little bit because that you'll be able to actually see on it. Or you can do, like, the actual, like, spark curve. If you go and get brand new plugs, throw them in there, do one pass down your street, take them out immediately, you'll see a line. That's where it's firing on your arc.
Oh.
You'll see where it actually is firing and how far advanced or retarded you actually are.
Okay.
That's how you tell on a nitrous car when it's actually firing.
Gotcha. Yeah, because, I mean, I just pretty much let it run and get warmed up today. That's all I've done on those new coils and new plugs.
Did you?
But I've got to adjust the...
You went for a 3.8, buddy. That's probably why. If you went on the internet, that's for a 3.8.
Well, what's the GT then?
I'm going to look it up right now. But it says for a 3.8, you have to do a .054 inch gap.
Yeah, see, I looked it up. I typed in my car, 01 GT.
It probably gave you...
I'm going to say for the V8, it's probably in between 35,000s, 40,000s tops.
Okay. Well, that would explain why I had to check the gap on all of them.
Yeah, that's probably why it's so bad.
But I've also got to adjust my throttle body a little bit because she wants to kill it idle until it warms up, and then it's fine.
Bump it up a little bit.
But it sits there, and you can hear it. It goes, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I leave mine at $1,000 for manual. You don't ever have to worry about it, like bogging, which is very common. Like when you first drop the clutch, you went, bleh.
What year is yours?
01.
01. So it says stock is .052, but if you have anything, it says stock is .052, but boosted is .032 to .035. So,
well, she's not boosted, that's for
right,
sure.
but
No.
you have some stuff done to it. So I bet you I would go maybe down to like a point.
4.
No, I wouldn't
35.
do that much because
35 to 40,000.
no, I wouldn't do that. I'd say 45, .045. Try that.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't want to go too severe with. I mean, his is still.
Mine's still
NA.
fairly stock.
Yeah,
I mean, the only thing I've got on it is just the upper plenum.
I know.
yeah.
'Cause it's got the
I wouldn't go as far as he's saying because I mean that'll really throw it off too.
Yeah, because it's got the
35 to 40?
the SVE upper plenum
Okay.
and the SVE throttle body.
SVT.
SVE, not T.
Oh,
E.
E. Okay.
Yep. Which is pretty comparable to, what was it, BBK?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So, I mean, they look identical.
I thought you wanted it.
Does anybody want any of this?
Yes, please.
Maybe.
You got the little nipple on there. You start pouring.
Well, we can't really reach each other.
Yeah.
Dave, what is this libation you're talking
Old
about?
Smoky Tennessee Moonshine, Blackberry Edition.
And you call it a sippy lid. It's actually a
I
bar
know.
bar.
It's a bar pour.
It's a bar pour. Thank you.
It's actually for like shotgunning it too, because it has an auto breather.
I
do you
would
have
not,
a cup, Tiff?
I would
I
not
don't.
worry about that.
Worry about what?
Having a cup. That's a bit cloudy.
But
Next.
so
Yeah.
you're definitely recommending closing that gap just
Yep.
a smidge.
Not as much as he says though, because that'll.
I
really
would
stir
start
it up.
at like your 40,000s and work your way down.
No.
Okay.
I would start at like 48.
40.
I'll try it because my other thought was maybe just do the fact that it seemed like it started up too when I was changing out the exhaust. So I'm wondering if I know I've got some exhaust leaks on it because I don't have a welder and it's just clamped on.
I could borrow you the one I got.
Well, I have never actually welded.
Then I'll weld it for you.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to die.
You ain't gonna die. You just fuck up your car if you don't disconnect the power. and
Are
do
we
it
talking
properly.
arc or acetylene?
This is actually a MIG welder.
MIG, okay.
And it's a little backpack style one. So you just put it on your shoulder and you can go underneath the vehicle, do whatever you want to do with it.
Well, either that or I'll just talk to the wife and see if we can get away from it for a day and go up to your guys' place. And
we have spare places.
No, we'd have to go back because unfortunately I don't think we can trust our kids by themselves at night.
Oh, you mean just come up there, come back?
Yeah. Basically a day trip.
That's cool.
It's like I have to
the
almost
kids can play out in the front.
Well, either that or I know, like you guys have said, just pack some tents and they can tent in the yard.
I have a Taj Mahal of a tent.
Like an 8-person?
Oh, it's bigger than that. It's an 18 by 10 by 8 foot high. It has 3 individual rooms. You can put a queen size bed each.
Oh yeah, I want one of those.
Yeah, I picked it up for $72 at a clearance sale over at Flea Farm when they're doing like the end of year sale. I seen it and I was like, wait, that can't be right. And I look again, holy shit, it is.
Yeah,
damn it, you ever see that?
Here comes cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
I bought the kids a fucking teepee because of the same year-end clearance sale shit.
Teepees are awesome, though.
We got a teepee tent, my wife. God damn it.
My wife.
Yeah. But we ended up buying one last year. It's nice, it's little. You put a queen-size bed.
You got a little teepee?
A little teepee. You put a queen-size air mattress in it, and that's about it. You've got like a foot maybe around it. Yeah, it's tiny. We ended up giving that to the kids.
So what does it use for poles?
Just one.
No, it's got 2.
I have the single.
So it's not like your typical teepee.
Yeah, I have the typical. No, I have the typical just singular pole.
Right in the center?
Oh, gotcha.
Right in the center.
Yeah, see, this one's not like that.
I told my daughter, don't earn college money right now. When we set that son of a bitch up, no.
But yeah, ours is like an A-frame type deal. It's just got 2 poles. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. I mean, it's nice. I can set it up within like 2 minutes. It's simple.
The one I got 4 poles total, and it's up. It has 2 long ones that go from end to end that pull out the sides, and then you have it where it goes and kind of pulls like an accordion from the center out.
I'll let him finish.
Wraps over the 2 ends, done deal.
There you go. What's up?
On the Mustang forums, it says that if you are running mostly stock, but you have a few things changed up, only run like 0.50 or 0.050 or 0.052.
Okay, so
says beyond that, it's going to run like shit because you don't have any upgrades yet.
Yeah, but he has. What kind of coil packs did you go with?
The AC Delco, just OE.
AC Delco.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go AC Delco on that.
Fomoco.
Well, I went that route because
the
Motorcraft were way too expensive. It was like $300.
Bosch.
Motorcraft. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you're essentially putting GM.
I know.
Okay.
But I was doing the research on it. A lot of the guys on the Mustang forums
putting GM what on it?
Well, the AC Delco is a GM brand.
I have a GM distributor on my 347.
But
I'm just saying, in some cases, that can actually, surprisingly weird enough, can cause issues.
Well, and I was looking up the reviews on those as far as the Mustang forums and people putting them on them. They've actually had pretty good luck with it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they run out a little bit hotter.
Yeah, they say either go with those or the Motorcraft. It said anything else is just junk and you're wasting your time.
Yep.
And trust me, I've went through 2 sets of coil packs this year.
Okay.
So
Yeah, what the hell are they? The Street Fires from MSD, those are a good one too.
I was thinking about going with those too.
They're $79 each.
But the reviews on those weren't great.
They don't last long.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
You don't want to keep
replacing They're made for like a year and then swap them out at the end of the year for the other
but then you're really blowing through your money when like you said, the AC Delcos, if they're running okay on those, why not try them?
Well, there was people talking about the AC Delcos. They were almost getting 100,000 miles on them.
Were they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, AC Delco's a pretty good brand, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they said they're comparable
the
with the Motorcraft. Yeah. So that's why I went with those, but they're $100 cheaper.
Right.
With the 347, though, I went with the GM HEI distributor with an Excel coil pack backed up by the MSD, which throws out 1.7 megajoules of frickin' power, which is 1.7 million volts. And do not touch the distributor cap or try to move it while it's running.
Speaking from experience,
that wrench flew probably 40 feet. Not by choice.
Did you dodge it?
Just went.
I was gonna say, did you dodge it Matrix style? Because that would have been epic. Just saying.
No, I literally went to just make a minor adjustment to it. I had the wrench in my hand, and I went, and I started to turn it, and I fucking went wham, woof. gone. I'm like,
Pull.
So involuntary spasm, basically.
uh-huh.
Oh, and I missed this.
My heart even jumped a little bit. I was
God,
like,
we
wow.
got to get you doing YouTube fucking how-tos, Tony, just for the Tim the Toolman Taylor episode shit.
French goes flying. Don't do that!
Yeah.
And this is how we don't do what I'm trying to show you today, folks.
Well, it's very hard to even tune one in when you can't freaking rotate it by hand. Like, if you're not doing it with a freaking light, tuning it in, I do everything by sound. Turn it, get it to where it needs to be, set your car, done.
Well, that's like in auto shop back in high school. I don't know if my teacher was just a dick or thought it was funny. But
Both.
I had at that time, my first car, it was an 84 Chevy Caprice wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to do some starter work.
Mm-hmm.
And being young, I wasn't thinking of disconnecting the battery first. And teacher didn't tell me either. I think it was, watch this is going to be funny type deal.
Kind of like when you're teaching your kids not to do something, and you're just like, no, just let this happen.
Yep, let it play out.
Let it play out. Let's see where this goes.
So I'm up there, and the moment
Life lessons.
I put the wrench on, tightened it, and it touched the frame. Next thing I know, I'm laying on the ground.
This kind of explains
hurt.
why you are the way you are.
12 volts knocks you on your ass.
It can, yeah, because like the wrench wants to weld to the frame.
Yeah, I know. Do it on a 24-volt system while trying to put in Humvee batteries sometime.
Nah, I'm good.
Because those sons of bitches, they put it in a freaking box that's made of metal. Two batteries side by side. And then you got to freaking put the wires to cross them to make a 24-volt system and not touch one of the sides of the box. Well, I didn't do that.
What did you do?
So
How'd
Tony
that-
died once.
Or twice.
I did it twice in the same day.
Well,
Once to see if it was a fluke, twice to make double damn sure it was a fluke.
I just don't understand why they would put it in a fucking metal box.
I don't. Just to laugh.
Woo, I'm
Like, this is
alive.
going to be good.
And then your freaking passenger, which is usually like an officer, sits on top of that seat.
Nice.
So if those batteries blow, his ass is going to melt.
Well, that's nice.
But yeah, I've knocked myself out with electricity like 3 times, so
Ooh.
it hurts.
I'll have you try this one sometime.
No, I'm good. I don't really like it.
So, TIG welding. I'm short, right? So my feet don't really touch the ground.
Oh,
Left knee is on the box, which is actually...
And it's a metal box?
No,
Oh.
it's actually the machine itself.
It's still in that metal
My
case.
elbow is on the metal table with the actual filler rod, and electrode is in the other hand. I went and brought the two together and touched the filler rod with the electrode,
Yeah.
hit the button, and zap. I
Badooski.
fell backwards, like, really fast.
I did that once at my job now, and that I had to go into a cabinet to calibrate it.
Mm-hmm.
And first off, never trust maintenance men or
Obviously.
engineers.
Yeah.
especially engineers.
Yeah.
I never trust an engineer.
So I'm working in this cabinet, and for some reason they had a live wire, but somebody forgot to cap it.
Oh no!
Yeah, this is 120 volts.
Yeah.
So I'm working on
You
it.
still
next,
have hair.
Yeah. So I'm working on it, and I just barely grazed the thing, and I got enough of a shock where basically my arms just went like
Locked
just
up.
locked straight up, like just like almost like fist, and just sitting there for a second. And I'm just like, ow.
You're lucky it's AC power because DC power doesn't let you let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ended up letting me go, which was
The
nice.
elephant
but
test
it
taught us
hurt. It took probably a good 5 minutes before I could actually move everything correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy I was working with, which is a friend of the show, Danny.
Lady Bear.
Yep. He's like, dude, you all right? I'm like, yeah, my shit don't work right now.
Yeah, my body's on pause.
Pretty much. And he's like, here, I can take over for a little bit.
You
By
heard
the
that
way,
Windows
watch this
shut
wire. Yeah, thanks, fucker.
All of a sudden, Dave touches it, and you hear dee doo doo doo.
But yeah, that. I mean, what I do. You can. There's a few good chances you can get shocked. Like I've burnt wires into my thumbs before, and that just barely like touching it. And I was like, ah, fuck. You know.
I did. I was gonna say the only times I've done that with electricity is when I started vaping the RDAs. It sounds nothing like what you've described.
That still hurts.
Well, that hurts, but I can imagine this being more painful.
Oh, yeah. It instantly burns the shape of the wires into your fingers.
I can say in all the years that I've worked on cars, I've thankfully not done any of this stuff to myself.
Although, no, my auto shop was a blast. So there was
Most
one
of the
time.
cars you started working on were 6-volters, so you don't have to worry about it so much.
I've done the dum-dum where I set the wrench on the posi and negative.
Oh, yeah. I've had that.
Just by, just changing something. I think it was like...
Just set it down for
And you're
a
not
second.
just set it
thinking
down
this-
for a second, just not thinking where the battery fucking is, and Sparky Jr. happens.
Oh, no. Like I
That's
said,
the only thing that's happened like that
I
for
do
me.
take
I'm
it
sorry.
back. My cousin's Ford, or it wasn't hers. It was her boyfriend's Taurus. Let me tell you. So, the starter and
let me tell you.
Let me tell you, so.
Don't you know?
the starter and the oil filter are about an inch from each other. Okay, so when you tried to take the filter off,
Don't slip.
oh yeah, I've shocked myself trying to get a wrench.
So
like
best case scenario is unhook the battery when you're doing an oil
Oh my
change.
gosh, it was
On those.
horrible. Yeah,
It's like trying to fuck with your...
they're right next to each other.
If you have one of those internal doorbells to your house, it's like trying to fuck with those before turning the fucking fuse off.
So basically,
Like
an
an inch.
engineer's laughing at this whole
Oh,
design,
yeah.
going, "This is gonna be good."
It's just as
Yeah.
bad as like you ever see the Subarus, like where they have the manifold actually wrap around the oil filter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Yeah.
My 84 Shaggin' Wagon had that design.
Yeah, they're like
Fucking hated that
Watch
son
them
of a
burn their
bitch.
hands off. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done a fucking... that was my first... That was my father and mine's only custom he ever did with me. We fucking took the manifold and fucked around with it a bit so it wouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Just
But that
fucking
Taurus-
modern problems call for modern solutions.
Oh, well, speaking of Tauruses, this kind of goes back
Fucking
to like
hate
what I
them.
was saying with my auto shop class.
yes,
with
sir.
my
Sorry
teacher.
about this.
My teacher was I love that guy. He was awesome, but
So awesome
He-
you'll name drop him?
I just remember his last name, Mr. Miller.
Okay.
The reason why I could remember it is a beer company, obviously.
Almondinger.
I'll
but
always remember my shop teachers.
but anyways, those Tauruses had really bad hood shock or hood struts.
Oh yeah.
And we're sitting there, he's trying to show us on something, and we end up going around to the back of the car, like the whole class, except for one guy. And this guy, biggest asshole you could imagine. Really, he kind of deserved this, but didn't. He's standing there just kind of screwing around, not paying attention. Shocks give out, hood slams shut.
Oh.
His hand was still underneath there. I have never, I've never heard like a 17-year-old guy scream like a little 5-year-old girl.
He probably snapped his fingers in half.
No, it didn't latch
Really?
all the way.
No,
It just came down and
curved
latched.
them.
Well, it just latched enough where you could still pop it. But he's sitting there screaming, and we're all at the other side of the car. We're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Walk up there, and my teacher's like, "Yeah, those shocks are shit." And he's laughing, and the guy's like, "Dude, help!" as he's screaming. So finally, my teacher walks over and pops it. We're all just looking like, but yeah, it was funny.
I lost a fingernail because of fucking idiots.
Oh, yeah, that happened too. One of the kids, he had a 86 Monte Carlo SS that he had.
God.
Oh, there's a sad story to the ending of this car too, but he tore the car completely apart, redid everything. I mean, everything. Everything on that car was redone, brand new. But he brought it in finally, and it had a 350 in it, which was not bored out or anything, but it was all redone, gasketed and everything. And for some stupid reason, he had the car running, and he put his finger, he's like pointing something out that he did, and just went pink. He's like, "Ow, fuck." Didn't do anything. It just happened to tap his finger. But needless to say, by the end of the year, he decided to sell that car to another one of the kids in the auto shop. A week later, the kid wrapped it around a tree. Kid was fine. Totaled out the car.
Good.
No, the kid was fine, totaled out the car, but the next day, the dude that sold the car to him, he wanted to murder him.
I can imagine.
Well, yeah.
Because, I mean, like I said, the car was mint.
Yeah, and you put a lot of blood, sweat, and beers in that. Well,
And his...
tears.
There was definitely
Tears.
beers involved. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, his parents made him sell the car because they're like, "It's too much for you." and we don't want to see you wrap around a tree. So they made him sell it, and he sold it to another kid that actually did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's what happened to my dad when he sold his 78 Trans Am. He sold it to a 19-year-old kid. 2 weeks later, the kid actually went and put it in and hit a concrete culvert with it.
Ooh.
Destroyed the car. Dude died. But that was a fast car. And that thing was a mint car. I mean, it was one of the rarest of all the colors. It's just, yeah. I've been trying to find one for him.
What year was it?
It's a 78
Oh, okay.
with the ultramarine blue, which they only made 1,100 cars total with that color, of which there's only like 300 left.
That's back when Pontiac was like almost by itself.
Yeah.
For power, yeah.
Well, no, I was watching, like, which I shouldn't be watching movies while I'm on, driving, but I listened to it a lot. And I was listening to, like, the whole story of Pontiac.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, and not to sound bad, but it was like their heyday was the 60s and 70s. And they said if it wasn't for brand or multi-badging, that's what probably killed them, which started in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they said by the time, like, the GTOs and the G8s came out, they were pretty much already fucked at that point.
Yep.
Because GM had already made the decision to kill them, and they were fighting over, like, a lot of the GM executives were fighting over, why are we killing Pontiac and not Buick? But
Because
they said,
of China.
yep, that was the sole reason.
Yes.
China kept Buick alive. Otherwise, they said they were going to kill Buick.
And keep Pontiac, which would have
Mm-hmm,
been
because they were coming out with the different cars that weren't exactly the same as the Chevy cars, but granted the G8 was Holden.
better. Holden, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with
And
the
same-
SS.
Same with the GTO too, isn't it?
GTO, the G8, the SS, they're all Holdens.
But yeah,
now
it was
Holden's
basic-
gone. They got rid of Holden
Yeah,
stupidly too.
Holden's gone too.
It's
I
their
know, and those were
moneymaker
badass cars.
Yeah, there was their moneymaker in Australia. Why is GM stupid? They're ran by
Well-
a bunch of idiots now.
Well, you figure, I mean, they said they wouldn't have exactly killed it. It was the government that made them do it. The government told them that they could
Yeah.
only... The government
Well, they
actually...
could only have so many brands.
The government
per se.
told them they only wanted to have them have 2 car lines. They said they were going to allow them at first. In order for them to get the bailout, they were only going to allow them to keep Cadillac and Chevy. They wanted them to kill GM, and Chevy said...
You mean
or
GMC and
GMC,
and
yeah.
Buick?
They said that we can't kill GMC because of the fleet sales.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you got to kill off... It was Saturn, Buick, Hummer, Pontiac, Oldsmobile. So all of them got...
Saab.
Yep. Well, Saturn got the first axe, and then Hummer died.
I'm sorry. Are we really that sad to see Saturn go?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Why?
that was their cheap brand.
They're cheap,
They ran
easy, and
forever.
you could actually get decent engines for them that were pretty fucking quick.
Okay.
But they said one of their cars actually helped kill Pontiac, and that was the little what was it? The little 2-seater.
The
SC2s.
Solstice?
Yeah, they said that
Really?
helped kill the Pontiac because the Saturn had
Saturn
their.
Sky.
The Sky
Yup.
was the same thing as the Solstice. Yeah.
They said if they would have let that be by itself, just Pontiac, that could have maybe pulled them out of the gutter.
Yeah, because the Sky was about 12 grand less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the
It
Sky.
rode like shit, but it was.
But the
it was
Pontiac
less.
one, so there was that yellow one that I posted a while ago at my old employment or whatever, and we had Pontiac Solstice, what the hell, GTP. Yeah, it was a GTP version, so it was turboed and everything. That thing was pretty freaking quick.
And then they were talking about, too, there was a guy that was trying to buy the Pontiac nameplate. Mm-hmm. Chevy said, or GM said, no, they will not ever sell that. They're just letting it die.
That's so stupid.
I think you might see it come back once they get over this whole electric revolution.
Possibly.
I think you're going to see some of them come back to life
No.
eventually.
No, I don't.
I'm almost wondering if they did, it'd be like one-off cars.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, you may have, like they're doing with the Trans Ams, with the Camaros and all that shit.
Yeah, but are they actually going to come out with that, or that's just an aftermarket company
That's an,
doing
It's
it?
an
that's an
aftermarket
aftermarket
company.
company that buys, like, the 2010 Camaros and builds them to look like what they want as a Trans Am.
Well, they were also doing that, too. I remember in the mid-2000s where people were they were buying the GTOs and getting the 70s Chevelles, like, body pieces, and basically making a new Chevelle.
What?
All right, so
They're actually doing that.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
they actually look pretty sharp. Let's see if I can pull it up on YouTube or on the webs. But no, there was a company, I believe it was out of Las Vegas.
Okay.
They were taking like the 04, 05 GTOs,
Okay.
and then taking like the 70 to 72 Chevelle noses and tails and putting them on this car.
Weird.
It looked actually really good. I just got to see if I can find it.
Because that was a big front end.
The way they made it work, it looked really good.
But did you have to cut the front bumper and shit to make it smaller? Because it's a much wider car.
Not so much. I'm just trying to pull it up here.
I was gonna say I got a whole list of fucking businesses, Dave.
What, that makes that car?
No, I don't know. I was I had to step away from the mics. I'm sorry, but I just pulled up like a whole list of car shops in fucking Vegas for you.
Yeah, that doesn't help because I don't know which one made it. Why can't I find it now?
Just type it in Google.
I'm in the Googles.
He's trying.
So, story while you're looking.
Thank you.
So, like, what I was trying to say, but you guys were kind of in depth into your conversation there, about hood props and everything. So, I learned real quick, you know how you have the safety latches? Long time ago when I was still learning cars, I would always leave the hood latch kind of, what do you call it? Like, just kind of propped a little bit as we were working on cars. Well, I stupidly did that on one, and my previous boss went to test drive it, and the hood came up and smashed the windshield.
Ooh, way to go.
Yeah, needless to say, I learned from that day on that never to leave the hood prop open. Make sure they're always closed, and always pull up on them and make sure, because that customer was pissed, and I got in a lot of trouble that day.
Mm-hmm.
But live and learn.
So I'm showing Tony these pictures. I mean, there's a little customization, like with the grill and stuff like that.
A little? It's
but
not even the right front end.
They were actually using body panels of those.
Those look like completely new custom. It's not even like...
It's a GTO body.
Yeah, it's a GTO, like,
GTO
shell.
Well, into the microphone.
Actually, if you get more into it, though, because I was watching how... I don't know if it was on How It's Made or something like that, but they said that they were actually using the quarter panels.
No, that's a GTO body. That's 100% a GTO body.
They were actually cutting the quarter panels and mounting on the Chevelle quarter panels and the fenders in the front and stuff like that. But you can see the two cars within it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that.
I do.
Do you? I don't like it.
To me,
it looks like a
very,
modified GTO.
Yeah, it's very notchy. You can see like in the center section that
I'll
they kept
agree
the
with
shell.
Tony. It is very notchy.
Because Chevelles were
I
swooping.
don't know how
rounded.
I feel about that.
I don't know. I like it. I think it's a good look.
It's very unique.
I think if Chevy could have, or GM or whatever could have worked with something.
LS1 GTO forums. Okay.
But I think if Chevy could have done something with that, or kind of, I think they should have done is taken the GTO platform, figured out a way to put like the Chevelle, give it some of the styling, and actually make that the Chevy version of the GTO.
I think if they would have taken the GTO and brought back the Firebird Trans Am at the same time, I think you would actually have had the Powerhouse 3 all coming back.
So might intervene on the GTO thing. So a lot of people say that the GTO was the reason why that became the death of Pontiac, which is not true. Reason why I say that is, so if Ford hadn't come back with the retro styling Mustang of that era, the GTO would have took off wonderfully. But the downside is Mustang kind of fucked GM on that purposely. And if they would have went with a new style Mustang versus a
so what body style do you think killed the Mustang? Like the
No, not the Mustang.
Not
GTO.
killed the Mustang, but I mean...
Well, the new body style... So they were trying to go with a new-aged GTO, which would have worked out wonderfully, because it is a nice-looking car. It is a new-age GTO. But what happened was, okay, so 04, it was so-so. They tried to make it more look like a BMW. Okay, so that wasn't a very good styling because they had the exhaust come out the one side like the BMWs do, the flat hood. So it kind of, in a way, mimicked a
talking
BMW.
about the Mustang or the GTO?
Yes.
Because I'm confused, okay?
Talking the GTO.
Okay, because
Okay.
I was just wondering how, when you said Ford, the Mustang
You
kind of
got
killed
distracted.
the GTO.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, the 05 on up.
Okay, listen.
We're listening.
When the GTO first came out, they came out with the 04s, which kind of looked like a BMW. So it kind of, a lot of people said it mimicked the BMW. Well, then they came out with the 05, 06 body styles, which really livened it up. But when they came out with that in 05, Mustang went with the retro style. So then everybody went, well, what the fuck, GM? They went retro. Why didn't you go retro? So when that happened, Mustang essentially killed the sales on the GTO. And I'll give it to Ford. They did a good marketing scheme on
Well,
that. because
GM kind of missed the boat on that one because they were the last ones out with that.
They were.
And then,
They were.
and
Come
then
out
Dodge.
2010 with the Camaro.
Yeah,
Well,
they-
Dodge came out with the Challenger in what, 08?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Which-
had to at that point because if you think about it, if they wouldn't have fit in with the domestic market because everybody went retro. And Challenger, and I, in all honesty, went with the best retro styling. They're still using that style because it's the best looking one.
Well, it's starting
It's
to
the
get
most
outdated at this point,
no.
though.
No,
They'll never
oh
go
God,
away.
no, they're beautiful. I like them,
I think they're going
but
to
they're
be
going
doing
back.
something.
They're going. Well, I don't.
Because
know.
I heard they were going to bring back the Barracuda nameplate.
That'd be cool.
What?
That'd be cool.
How?
They were going to kill off the Challenger because the Challenger was only supposed to be the same thing as the...
Yeah, but they killed off Plymouth.
Well, I know, but the Challenger was honestly supposed to be only a few-year run, just like the Prowler.
Yes, but they sold so many, so they ran
Right.
with it. And they're
And
still
they kept
selling
going.
them. Yeah, that's a really good seller. So think about it, for any marketing company, they're gonna keep selling whatever they're selling.
I'm just waiting.
Bring back the Roadrunner.
Well, I'm waiting too because I know Ford's in talk of right now. They want to come up with something because Chevy with the C8, it's great. It's a great car.
It's a Lambo.
Pretty
But-
much, yeah.
Ford is
Designed
actually.
off of it.
I was reading an article where Ford is in talks of, and for some reason they keep trying to run the Mustang nameplate.
Yeah.
They want to come up with a mid-engine supercar
They
again.
do, but they don't because now they're going electric because they actually want to go all electric now. That's the problem.
Well,
with
they
a
were
lot of these
they're still in
companies.
talks so with doing a Mustang that was styling off of the GT, but make it mid-engine and cheaper than the Camaro or the Corvette.
Maybe.
Now,
Now,
if-
So a cheap version of like a Ford GT.
Yeah, in a sense. Now it'd be nice to see if they did that. It'd be cool to see Dodge bring back the Viper nameplate in something like that, so the three have like a
They
cheaper supercar.
They have it.
Huh?
The Viper is back, dude. It's the ACR.
no, they went away with it again. They
What?
haven't-
I thought they killed. Yeah,
they
ki-
did. They
When
Well,
the hell did
I
they do
thought-
that?
producing it.
I thought
Oh,
2010
wow.
was the last year for that.
No,
thing.
no, no.
No,
They came
had
back
'em all
out
the
for a
way
little
up-
bit, but then
Up
they
until a couple years.
here. We'll
Last
look
couple
it
years
up.
they had them.
No, they stopped making them.
Because yeah, I remember like that really. I mean, the last Viper I can remember was that really good looking body style. It was like really
The new
pointy and
ones?
curved. Yeah.
Yeah,
But then again, I'm a huge fan of the first generation.
I like the first ones.
Especially,
They were
did you
death
ever
traps though?
did you ever watch that show Viper?
No.
Oh, you ever get a chance, watch it. It's cool because the Viper
Whoa.
actually changes shapes and stuff.
I remember that one.
Yeah,
I actually
they
remember,
only ran a few
like
few.
two seasons or 2.5 seasons of that. Canceled mid-season on the
Yeah, it
something.
sucked
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like you're watching it and it's one of those things where like tune in next week to see what happens. There was no next week.
Yeah.
It just
Of course,
gone.
the Viper did come out. I believe it was released the same year as the Prowler. Yeah, the Viper and the Prowlers at the same time.
No, the Prowler came out in 98,
It's a
When did
long
the
time
Viper
ago.
come out?
94.
Okay.
Yeah, they.
90
I was
or
still
was it
torn.
92.
92, I think.
Okay.
No.
Lavin, I know.
Oh, I
got
thought you meant the Viper.
rented a Viper in Vegas, and he was. I'm so happy that the story ended well because he got the extra insurance for a good reason.
Viper I think came out in 98.
92.
96 or
Let me
98.
look.
I thought it was 92.
92.
Dodge Viper.
2017
Oh,
was the last year they made it.
But I know if it
91.
91.
But the Viper killed the Stealth.
Thank
Late
you. I
91, so 92.
just got that too.
Because the Dodge
Yeah.
Stealth was like their big thing too, with especially if you got the RT with the twin turbo, which was actually the same car as the Mitsubishi 3000 GT.
Yep.
But
they were.
the Viper killed that thing.
Different engines.
They were?
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought they were the same.
No.
2.4 versus a 3.30.
I thought it was still a Mitsubishi engine either way you looked at it.
Yeah, it is, but it's not at the same time.
But I thought the GTs though were because the GTs were the twin turbo for the 3000s, right?
Yeah.
And then you could get the Dodge Stealth as a RT
The 3000
all-wheel drive.
GTP R4s.
That was actually a badass car.
Yeah, the fucking seats hugged you the faster you went.
Yes, dear?
We're at 115. Just letting you know, giving you a time check, bud.
Okay, cool. I figure we'll go to 130.
Okay.
That was code for finger me twice and go
I
twice in.
look up Dodge.
Did I
Stealth
say
and
2
Prince.
fingers? Better make it 3.
You sure you don't want the fist?
Pass.
He wants
Bring out
the
the big-
Punisher.
What the Muppet?
The teaser, the pleaser, the freaking minivan, and the Punisher.
And then the Muppet. Sorry, that was a total visual joke on
Yeah.
an audio format. What the fuck, Gary? You reminded them at minute marker 45, and then you do it. Fuck ass.
The minivan. 2 in
The
the
minivan,
front,
two-
5 in the back.
Yep.
All right,
There's
so
the
anyways, how about the
butterfly.
Stealth and Viper? What was the deal now?
Oh, yeah, that was the...
So I look up. Oh,
Because I think the Prowler was 97.
I look up
Oh,
the
that was a nice car.
Dodge Stealth, and it comes up 99 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. What the fuck, Google? I know it's the same thing.
The Prowler, I wish
Okay,
they would have
hold
put a V8 in that. But I mean, the 3.5 was okay, but they needed to supercharge it or turbocharge it.
It was.
That was an era that they didn't have the
Plymouth.
Didn't have
experience
room.
yet.
1997
See?
through 2002.
Yeah.
Did it come up for you? My Google just came up the
You know who won,
Mitsubishi.
you know who
that's
won the lead
Prowler.
designers for that
Okay.
car was,
Prowler.
right?
Prowler.
For that?
For the Prowler.
I like
It
the
looks
Prowler.
cool because it kind of gives like a
Well, here, I'm trying.
old school thing.
I
What's
didn't
you
wanna
guys got?
do-
Okay, without looking it up, can anybody answer that
No.
question?
Coca, whatever the fuck.
No.
No.
Isn't it?
I don't know
Oh,
cars.
yeah,
you know
maybe.
that.
No, Lee
No,
Coca
he
was,
was,
Or was
like,
he already
not
in
Prowler.
prison?
or-
No.
Set
he didn't
free?
Go to prison.
What the hell?
Is
are
he
you
not?
I
talking
watched the
about,
documentary on him too.
Tony? He made all like the K cars. That's what
That's
saved
what-
Dodge was the K cars.
Yeah, and the moment he left,
minivan.
Dodge went back to shit.
K cars, Tony. You know what those are? Yeah.
So, anyways,
Go on.
anybody answer this?
PT Cruiser.
No.
Pontiac Aztec.
So, does anybody have any idea?
I don't know. Just say it.
Chip Foose.
What the fuck is that?
That's a guy.
Yeah, he's a dude.
I was going to say Gesundheit.
No, Chip Foose was actually one of the...
How the fuck do you spell that?
F-O-O-S-E.
Yeah.
Foose.
And Foose.
Really?
No matter
Yeah.
what I do,
Foose.
it
That's
comes
a
up
legit
Mitsubishi.
name.
Yes.
Dude, he's
That's-
got like one of the best, like,
I'm not negating
well, he was
the
part of that
talent.
TV show Overhauling.
yeah.
Never seen it.
Oh, good show, actually. Because I love the fact that they go and they set up this thing where basically they steal the car out from underneath people.
Right.
Yeah, some of it's really good.
Okay.
Some of it that people come out, what the fuck?
Yeah. Come
Like-
out and beat them and shit out of the car, and then they fix it all.
Jesus.
The
That's
guy
like,
came
that's like,
in and
that's
looked
like the
like-
reverse of Pimp My Ride.
So he's like, dude, I really like this. It's I'm a rocker and all this shit. And he's like, hey,
My
can
Ride
I
looks
play
like
you a
shit,
tune?
though,
And the guy
half
goes,
the
no,
time.
leave. And he starts smashing his guitar into the windshield of his freaking like really nice like C5 Corvette.
oh, so he jackassed it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just
Jackassed
sometimes,
it
yeah,
and then
some of
Pimp My
them-
Ride.
Some of them were just basically because a lot of it was like the wife or kids or somebody would have their car taken so they get restored because they totally redid it. But they'd come in and take the car while the person's at work. The guy'd come home. Where the fuck's my car?
Yeah, jackass style. Got
And
it.
they had to actually get in with the local law enforcement, say, "Hey, we're taking this car. This is what's going on. The family's already involved." Because they'd actually call the police.
Yeah. I kind of want to see this now to see if like you had any guys break down crying.
Oh, you did.
Oh, they do. A lot of them.
Okay,
you
see,
had-
this is where I have a healthy separation between fucking material items and
well,
family.
There's some where like if it was, say, like the guy inherited it from his dad. It was something his dad had,
Okay, that
and then
that,
all of a sudden he comes home and it's gone.
that I could legitimately understand and appreciate, but some of these chads.
Oh, if my car got stolen, I wouldn't
that a
cry.
hanging
But
one?
somebody
Probably
dead.
could.
Oh no, you'd be you're first.
I'd
to
be angry.
Yeah, you'd be angry.
I'd probably
Not
cry.
anymore. You just say fuck it. Calling the insurance company.
somebody-
Good boy.
If somebody
It's
stole
stolen,
Frank-
it's gone. Woohoo!
If somebody stole Frank and Goat, I'd cry.
I would cry.
If somebody stole Satan's sled, I'd fucking help Tony hunt them down. I would act as a fucking marker so he could
that's
fucking
fully
get
insured?
both sights on him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let her go.
My car? No.
What, Satan's sled?
Let them freaking steal it? No.
Okay. As I was say, somebody steals Sally. She's good luck to her.
You steal that car, you will probably die.
I get
To be
attached.
honest, if somebody
Frank-
stole...
like, anyone.
Sorry, Tiffany.
That's okay.
If somebody stole the red salamander, I'd probably be like, cool.
They just be like, can you at least fix it?
And yes, folks, that is what I call my Kia now. The red salamander. Well, because the truck, dude, you didn't know me when I had the truck, did you? I had a you're going to bash the shit out of me. I had a bow tie. 02 Silverado.
That's fine.
With the Workers Edition, spray the fucking interior off just to clean it.
Oh, the rubber.
Yeah, the work package.
The nice thing is with those, you could go out, get drunk, have your friend with you. He pukes on the side.
It happened.
It down.
It happened. Well, Lavin accidentally nicknamed.
Oh, God.
Lavin accidentally nicknamed that truck the Red Dragon.
Red Rocket.
Well, I'm not calling my fucking little Kia that. It'd be Red Locket. Lead Locket. Sorry. Wow. Did I just go there? Yes, I did. I'm sorry. So in tradition, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to call this thing the Red Salamander. Because it's not a dragon. It's not a truck. It's a little four-banger.
And nobody's really scared of a salamander?
No.
So
They look cool.
I kind of thought of a new name for my car.
Which one?
The silver one.
Santa's sleigh?
Are you talking about the Camaro?
The
Or?
new Camaro. So we're going to go with the Angel of Death. Because if you go and get
So
the
original.
nameplate and put it on the front, it's DOA if you look in your mirror.
Dead on arrival.
I like it.
Me too.
I like it.
I thought about it long and hard.
I was actually going to say, what, Azrael?
See, my car's just named Sally Christine.
Sorry. Not sorry.
But
You're going to give your car a longer name than what it should have. Azrael.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not because the DOA concept is awesome.
Yeah, but then if you try to put that on a license plate, some people might read it as Asrael.
That is true.
This Azrael. Yeah,
It'd be like
it'd be a big
frickin'
giant
Seinfeld.
peach.
I want to be the ass man. Don't want to be the ass man. Don't, where the hell's my nameplate? You're the ass man?
You'd have to fucking spray paint Tiffany's fucking rear shot on the fucking hood.
Oh boy.
I'm the
Well,
ass man.
I love those.
Azrael.
I love those people that have
pretty good
figured
with
out how to
That
do
Fond
it.
du Lac peach.
I love those people that have figured out how to order their license plate,
Tiffany.
but then, like you said, the DOA, where they actually have like words in it that people didn't catch from the DMV, and all of a sudden they get their license plate, they put it on, the cop pulls them over, like, DMV's like, oh shit, you can't have that.
So I've read a couple that I've just kind of like, what the, like, boy lover, and
Are we talking
a
custom
priest
plates?
nearby. Yes, a priest nearby. His last 3 of his is 666. I laughed my ass off.
Oh boy.
I'm like,
Nice.
he actually got threats because he has 666 as a priest on his car,
Judas Priest.
and they would not exchange it because it's nothing that's wrong.
See, that should have been something for years though with Satan's sleigh.
Right?
666 would have worked with it.
Yeah,
it probably
custom
will.
plates are fucking expensive.
I know.
And
Yeah,
even,
dude, veterans plates are.
I know,
even
I was going to go veteran
Jesus
plates too,
fucking
and they're like,
Christ.
yeah, you want $240 just for the plate.
Yeah, how about custom veteran plates?
Yeah,
It's
plus
now it's $320.
$80. Yeah,
So how much
Fuck.
are like the plates with like the brewer plates and stuff like that?
same thing.
And you see those
anything that's
everywhere.
Custom. Yeah, people are just stupid and pay more. All these new Bucks plates that are coming out.
Well, yeah, because they won the
Hey,
championship.
come on.
Congratulations, Milwaukee Bucks, by the
Congratulations,
way.
finally, since the 80s.
70s.
70s, sorry.
74?
I believe, yes.
Yeah. I wasn't even a thought.
You think of it this
No,
way.
my dad was done by 70.
Think of
Then
it
I'd
this
show
way.
up in
They
81.
still did better than the Cubs.
Yeah.
How so?
Would it take the Cubs 100 and?
They survived a strike.
Did you
Remember the first time they were in our generation that they were going for the pennant
Well,
race?
they should
They
have.
struck the moment they were in the pennant.
In all actuality, if Back to the Future would have done it a few more years sooner, they might have actually got it. Because I think they were a year late from the
If
movie.
the Simpsons would have did it, the Simpsons would
yeah,
have
that's
got
right.
it right.
The Simpsons. God
The
damn it.
Simpsons.
Wow, you must live up north.
Dave
too.
is simping.
Ugh.
Is that shit pretty good? You're already slurring your shit.
I don't know. Tiffany,
I haven't even
most
drank
of it.
any of it.
I
had one sip to try it.
I had a good
like
old
grape
swigger
juice.
off of that
Dude,
shit earlier.
See, I told you when we had a sip of this shit, I said Welch's.
It's definitely
pretty
a
good.
juice.
But yeah, where are we going with this?
We were talking about the
Oh.
Simpsons.
But yeah, no, I was saying that the Bucks did better than the Cubs because it took the Cubs, I think, like 105 years or 110 years to actually
break the curse.
Yeah, sad part is those sons of bitches play like games, like what is it, 150 games plus?
I'm still waiting for the Vikings to do something.
Why are they the
special.
lowest paid players in the leagues for everything?
Well, look at basketball. Basketball.
Well,
plays
no.
a lot of
What
teams.
was the question in demographic again?
Like baseball, they play a shit ton more games than football.
And
Football,
they
what,
get-
16 games total?
Well-
And they get paid less, right?
Oh God, yeah, they get
Well,
paid like
isn't-
100,000 versus like.
Look at how
Isn't
many
hockey-
injuries.
Look at hockey.
Hockey. No. We're gonna get on hockey in a minute, Bubba.
Or should we save this for a shot from the
We
balcony?
should probably save this for another show to wrap up on this. To be baseball versus football. Look at the equipment they have to wear. One,
And look at the hits they're taking, too.
they're putting themselves in football is putting American football is putting themselves in car accidents, play after play after play.
Yeah, I played rugby. We take all that shit off.
Speaking of which,
I was gonna go with European football.
my little guy starts Pee Wee football.
Yay!
I thought he started.
Tackle?
It hasn't.
Oh, dude.
It hasn't started yet. And yes,
And-
he's got the full pads and everything.
Yeah.
I seen the little Texas League when they first came out with it. I was like, holy shit! They're like little 8-year-olds.
I've-
Oh, he's
Bam!
he's got everything.
I have seen his kid in uniform, and I've seen some of the videos. He's going to be a brawler.
I love the fact is
I'm sorry, Dave. I love you. If he could be fucking
he's
awesome,
going to be a lot bigger than me.
No, if he could be. Well,
It
yeah, look
doesn't
at his
take
mother.
much there.
Love you, Dave.
Hung like a field mouse, hung like a gnat.
Abraham hit me with a wiffle ball bat. If I could get that boy on ice skates, I would fucking do what I could to get him and my boy into hockey seasons every fucking year. Because one, you got my little fucking guy with your little fucking guy tag teaming the whole
Bash
rink.
Brothers.
Dude,
Pretty much.
these guys would be fucking unstoppable.
My buddy Eric was like that. Out of
Oh
all the
my
games I've ever seen him
God.
play, he was in the penalty box 2/3 of the time because he would get out of it and instantly take somebody out.
No, I guarantee. I've seen our
full
two
stick
youngest.
throwing.
I've seen our two youngest fucking mastermind without saying shit to each other.
That's the way he was.
It's frightening.
He wouldn't even give you an option. Like if you just bumped him, he would take a stick and freaking just bat swing you.
Not even. The way I'm picturing this in my head. Somebody bumps either of them, the other one's fucking going after them before the first one gets it.
Well, it's kind of the same thing as nobody can fuck with that one except for me.
Yeah, exactly.
In rugby, you always try to remember the number of the guy that hit you the hardest.
Yes.
It didn't work out so well for the guy that hit me the hardest because I ended up breaking his neck. He was Deion Sander, and
Where did you play rugby, sir?
up in Fond du Lac.
Okay, university or
U19 League.
Or U19 league. Neat.
So
okay, no, back up.
An asshole.
No, explain to people what U19 means because we
up to
might
age
have.
19.
There you go.
So this guy's right before the try line, which is our goal line, right? And when he was about maybe 20 meters away from it, he started Deion Sanders, meaning the high kick and flaunt and blah, blah, blah.
Showboating.
My little ass flies from one end of the field to the other, grabs him by the backside of the collar, and throws him backwards about 12 yards.
Completely legal in rugby.
Yep. End up breaking his neck in 2 spots.
Folks, for those of you who don't know what rugby is, think soccer, but with football rules.
I told my mom it's like soccer and football combined. The first game
And
she went and
lacrosse.
watched me, she goes, "What the fuck did I sign? Because I paid for it." I said, "I'll pay for it. You just gotta
sign me
sign
up.
the release
Yep.
because it says
I need
death
parental
is
signature.
possible."
Yep, and they mean it.
And I still have my cleats to this day because I wish I could still play, but it's never gonna happen.
Reason.
Neck and back trauma. Yeah, completely broke. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I had to laugh because they did like a little spring training
Mm-hmm.
for football for them.
Yeah, that's what the pictures were from.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
He's going to be a fucking tank, dude.
my little guy, he decides to run. They're doing the drills.
Mm-hmm.
He runs down, comes back, and he wasn't thinking that, hey, I'm wearing cleats, and because he always he loved to slide.
Yes.
So he went to slide.
And tip over.
No, it wasn't tip over. All you see is his ankle go.
Oh,
like that.
Injury.
And I'm like, you all right? You all right? He ignored me completely, went to stand up, fell back down. You see it on his face.
He's trying to be tough for Dad.
No, the kid that was standing in front, you could see him just kind of laughing, like, hey, you okay? He gets up, like, kind of stumbles.
Gingerly a little, yeah.
Yep, and then all of a sudden, it's his time to run again, and boom, off he goes.
Nice. He walked it off.
He ignored his mom and I and just, yeah. I got the video of that on my phone.
To back up on a joke, look who his birth mom is. There.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish we ever wore in rugby would be like a solar plex plate.
Yes.
Because you get hit with elbows and it takes the wind out of you.
All the time.
Oh, my God. You try running when your lungs are not expanding.
I would actually upgrade that to the Zoom Splat armor.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That fucking multi-plated, like looks like lizard armor.
Yeah.
But it's
dragon
thin.
Skin.
Dragon skin. Thank you.
I just want to make sure this is the video.
If anything was there, it would actually... What, you got one of you wanking it or what?
No, yeah. No.
No.
I'm not going to show you that one.
Pre-wife.
Well, you don't have a big enough screen. It's only 4.2 inches.
Yes, dear? Sorry. All right, guys. Well, I suppose we should probably wrap it up because it has been an hour and a half, and you guys are probably sick of listening to us drone on and on and on about everything else.
At least we went from fucking motors to sports.
Yeah. So
something I can actually keep up with a little bit.
But like I said, guys, tune in next week.
Your producer. Sorry.
As
I said, your producer can keep up with sports better than he can motors.
But tune in next week. Like I said, we will have In Space Sea Breakers.
I thought this was next week.
Next week, I said that.
Yeah, he said that next week.
Is this next week?
Yeah,
tune in next week.
What are we doing next week?
He's going to.
But yeah, tune in next week. Same time, same bat channel.
Maybe.
Same shit show.
Ouch.
So, but
what? Dad!
You gotta wait.
Ain't done yet.
And that's our signal to shut the show down now. Dad!
And that's how kid number 4 happened. Not now, son. Gotta go.
I love you too.
So yeah, guys.
Which one are you? Are you my dad?
That one is number
8.
3. He's number 3
of 8.
No, 6.
Prequel or
still
sequel?
Doesn't sound any better.
It still doesn't sound better, dude.
But yeah, guys, tune in next week. You can listen to. We will have In Space Sea Breakers on with us. Hopefully it goes better than it has our past interviews. Plus, we will have... Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. Josh from Hemp 1848 is going to be joining us next week.
Oh, dude.
This should be great.
I forgot to mention that to you guys. Now you know.
Dumbass.
So basically, I just gave you more work because now you've got more things to add.
It's 4 more words and some numbers.
I gotta make a video and people have to stare at my ugly face.
And then you got to put the links up.
And then I got to try to remember things.
Hey, guys, it's Tiffany. Remember me from last week's episode?
Aren't you glad I made you PR?
Check us out again. We're going live at 7:30-ish.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
I like the fact she added the music into it now.
We do not own the rights and sounds to this shit.
Nope. That's
it's less than 30 seconds.
Stuff.
You're good.
All right. So, anyways, guys, tune in next week. Listen to us. Same thing. All around, possibly.
Tune in to Bad Habits Network Monday afternoon, and Monday night.
Wow, you sound like me.
I'm pulling it because I'm still trying to prep for the Ken Andrews show Monday night. Plus balance a Rob and Gary show.
If you could only see me trying to record those videos about 80 times.
If you could only see the way... Dave?
She fucks it up.
Wow.
I was stopping. I was thinking it too. 7:30-ish.
So, yeah, guys, tune in next week. Listen to all the bullshit that we have to say.
Diatribes and bullshit.
So,
Henry, get the fuck back in your corner.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, dude. I didn't know Henry was going to be here.
All right, you can go ahead and kill it. Fuck this shit. I'm done.